Hello, hello, hello. Hope you're having a wonderful day. So, Graybeard had asked for some city overhauls, not divine cities. So, that's kind of a big area. And you've seen what I do in Whiterun. I have the Autumn of Whiterun usually that I use. But, there was a couple of newer mods here. Whiterun, A City Full of Life. And this is by Dennis83. And it makes, if we read the words here, it makes the city of Whiterun feel wonderfully full of life. It adds plant life. It does not. It adds some birds and chickens, and it does. It doesn't add any nav mesh. Objects have only been placed where NPCs don't walk. No game crashing. You know, of course, we always want that. And I did go in and just test it initially a little bit, and it doesn't seem to be any problem. And they say load order doesn't matter. I put it in with where I usually put my world changes, and I didn't have any trouble. What I consider things in the world being added, you know, that type of thing, added or overhauled. So I put it there. It's a small mod. It's not even a quarter of a megabyte. It's 246.36 kilobytes. It's so small. There's also another one of these. I think the Dawn Star I was going to look at, but I'm going to look at this one first. And I have Vera ready to go, and you can pop this in and out of your game pretty safely. You know, it's really still not recommended, but because there's no scripts involved, it's really just moving things in and out of your game. It shouldn't be as bad. He has some interesting pictures here. And we'll go I'm on Vera, and we'll take a walk around. The one thing you might notice that's a little different in my game is I'm going to have some, let me show you, I'm going to have some pink trees. And that's from another mod. So that's one thing that you're going to see that's a little different. Let me show you. I'm going to have some cherry blossoms. So you'll see that, and that's going to look a little weird. You might see a couple of trees from this, though I didn't, and I turned this off. Now I put his mod, for me, this is where I put it. You know, you do your own thing. I'm not trying to show you how to place it. I'm just saying, for me, I put it where I put a lot of things that are just, you know, adding things to the world. And this is just adding stuff into Whiterun. It's not doing any big, you know, it's not doing any huge overhaul like overriding the whole town, but it is adding stuff and trying to make the town more lively. Okay, so as far as a lightweight kind of overhaul to just add more interest, this might be something you'd be interested in. Okay, I actually think it's cool. I don't know if I can combine it with the Autumn of Whiterun, but you know, I'm just dumb enough to try it, so so we may try it. But first, I want to show you this mod. I don't want to show you that. Okay, I have Vera ready to go. So, and I'll go into first person, and we'll just walk around and look at some stuff. I think they added some fun touches, some nice things, and it does make the town look cool. It depends on what you like. Now, remember, I am using Skyland and a couple of other things, but overall, I mean, you're going to be able to see the additions to Whiterun right away. Okay, there's just no, I don't see any other way to say that. And like I said, I think it's nice. It's going to depend on what you like. I mean, it's got all these crazy butterflies. You can see a chicken. Look at my breeze home. My breeze home, which that is an edited breeze home. That is not the normal one. It has a cow in the tower. She's working the forge over here, or in this case, she's doing the weapon sharpening. I mean, there's butterflies and flowers and trees, and you see the few pink trees. Those are from my other mod, so you can ignore that.
You're the one that lives in Breezeholm, right? Fine place. Almost
Yes.
bought it myself.
Yes, we do live in Breezeholm. Thank you very much. But anyway, it looks like it does add a nice little bit of, you know, decoration and stuff. And a good amount of flowers and butterflies, and it just kind of makes it look more interesting. With the, I mean, if this town had been here a long time, wouldn't they have this type of stuff? Wouldn't they have this growing up and around and have trees? Unless they went to the trouble of keeping the trees down. Oh, this is new. Also, he doesn't get to just walk up the hill anymore. He has to use, he gets steps to use. Okay, that's interesting.
I work for Bellathor at the general goods store.
He doesn't use the steps. Look at him. Oh, that's funny. But it works. It's okay. It didn't break anything. You'll see it worked. So with the trees and the flowers and everything, it looks cool. You know what? The pink trees are throwing me. Let me hop out and turn that off. Let's get rid of those pink trees, okay? Give me just a moment. We're just going to hop out. See, this is why originally when here a while back, not originally, but here a while back when I decided to really skinny down my load order for the purpose of making shows, this is when I turned off or removed a lot of mods, was because I didn't want you to see something that you would not see in your game, you know. That way we were looking at a mod, we were purely looking at that mod. Right now, due to some stuff I'm doing, we have kind of a mixed bag, and you know, you have more than one mod that you're seeing. So just understand that. I'm going to turn the cherry blossoms off. So I hope the edit isn't too rough on you, but I decided to turn off some of the tree mods and stuff that might be affecting how this mod looks in Whiterun, to try to give you a more pure look. At first I was just going to go for it the way it was, and then I decided to make that change. So I have Vera and we're loading up, and I'm going to walk you through Whiterun and try to show you more of just this mod without the other mods creating some of their look. So let's head back down here to the gates. And you'll see there's some trees and flowers, and there's butterflies and bushes, and look, these posts have dragons on them, which is cool. But you have trees and flowers and bushes. You'll notice a cow is in my tower up there in Bree's home, which I don't appreciate that, but there's nothing I can do about it. Anyway, so I want to walk you through town here, and this is the way the mod should look, I think, pretty reasonably. Now I'm using Skyland all-in-one, so you may not get some of these wood textures or the cobble, the brick road look. Dude, I'm trying to work here, please. So, you know, but if you'll notice all the little bushes and flowers, they really did a nice job. It really looks cool. You can walk around back here. I mean, Whiterun is supposed to be an established trade town, and it actually, you know, really the towns in Skyrim should be bigger than what they are. Not that they should be so big that they're confusing or a mess, but they should be larger than what they are. They should be old, sprawling towns that have been around a while, you know. Nonetheless, I'm not trying to overly critique. Bethesda did what they could with what they had to work with back in well, I guess they were developing this in what, 2009 or 2008. It came out in 2011. Anyway, so if you look around here, you'll see a lot of nice cool stuff. You know, they say they didn't add nav mesh and stuff like that, but I'm starting to not believe them, because look, these guys are sitting on the well. Nonetheless, I'm not trying to be overly critical. I actually like what I'm seeing. Let's see. I was going to bring my HUD back up a little bit. I want to see what that book is. Oh, Thief of Virtue. Okay. Anyway, hello.
I spend a lot of time at the market stall so I can learn the merchant's trade.
So anyway, I'm going to turn my display back off because I think it looks better when we're walking around without it. Alright. Now, they did not change anything on the interiors. Everything they changed is on
Do
the
you get to the Cloud
exteriors.
District very often? Oh, what am I saying? Of course you don't.
And it's mainly just the foliage and the plants. Now, if they made other changes,
Need something?
I'm not sure what they are. But you can see a lot of plant life and a lot of chickens and a lot of butterflies. See that cow? That cow is not there. He's in my tower back that way. He or she, depending on whether, I guess it's a cow.
It's a shame, isn't it?
Yeah, it's too bad I don't have the Gilder green looking correct, but nonetheless, this looks pretty cool. I like the way they did this. Let's look around some more.
I know you're
Oh, them two are going to be fussing
It's a
again.
shame,
They're
but we
always
can't
fussing.
afford
Look
it.
at that. That's a bee
It took
flying
me
over
weeks
their
to find
head.
that thieves' den. I can't stop now.
I'm glad they put a tree here that made that look nicer. All the flowers and stuff. Very cool.
have any money. You better give me 5 septims right now, or I'm gonna bloody.
But yeah, there's flowers everywhere.
No, please. I really don't have any money, Brady.
Flowers and butterflies.
It's not easy being a woman in Skyrim, I know.
I understand. It's not easy being a woman anywhere.
And maybe even fear you.
I realize that. Honestly, sometimes I think it's not easy being a human anywhere, but hey, you know, whatever. I'm going to do my super jump and get us up here. So I think this is really nice. You'll have to pardon me. I'm just looking around trying to take it all in. Like I said, I am using Skyland all-in-one, so some of the textures you're seeing, of course, this mod is very small. It does not load any textures in. What they've done is they've added trees and flowers and butterflies. And you can tell they used all vanilla assets. I'm not seeing, you know, any performance issue or feeling like anything is wrong. Everything feels good. You can see all the little stuff here. Anyway, so I'm just gonna have to, I think I'm gonna have to call it here. Everything looks really, oh, what's here? That's usually a bad, you know what, I have all those winches mods on. See, this is why when I say, when I do my shows, I really need a skinny load order. And so I don't have these issues. Something bad is here. It's a bandit or something.
And I promise I'll kill you quickly.
It's a reaper. I don't know why we had a reaver. Can I pull him out of the bushes? That's alright. We'll just let him go. Okay, anyway. Or maybe that's the... I thought that was one of the winches mods, the way that exploded, but it could be that it's part of the Genesis mod. Nonetheless, sorry for that interruption. I was going to call this because we're actually, you know, actually looks very good, and I think the mod is very nice. This is why I'm going to go back to, as soon as we're done with Crom and our experiment, I'm going to go back to more of a show load order, and I won't have all these interruptions. So, pardon me for that. I do apologize. So anyway, look how everything looks here. Let's just step down a little bit. You can see High Rothgar up there. What's the name of that place? Oh, that's so sad that I don't remember. Is it Bleak Falls? You can see Bleak Falls. Yeah, Bleak Falls. And you can see Whiterun. And Whiterun looks very nice. You got some nice trees and flowers and everything. And that's all this mod does, okay? I did, now you notice with the edit I went in and I removed some of my other mods so that we would see a purer version of this mod. It's probably still not perfect because, like I said, I have Skyland all in one. But that's okay. Some things like that I'm going to keep because I like the way they look. But nonetheless, I turned off all these trees so that wouldn't have such an effect. I tried to skinny it down some for us so you'd see more of just this mod. But it is Whiterun, a city full of life, and this was by Dennis83. It's a good mod. I like it. I may try using it. Okay, I'm just dumb enough to do this. I may try keeping it and using it with my other mods up here and see how it looks. So if you see this being left on for a little while, that's because I just want to try it. All right. Okay. That's everything I have. Whiterun, a city full of life. It really looks it looks pretty cool. So if you're into that kind of thing, it's very lightweight and it didn't seem to have any impact. And it just makes the town look better. You might like that. So thanks for watching. Hope you have a wonderful day, and I will catch you later. Alright. Alright. This is an addendum to our Whiterun, a city full of life mod. Let me go back to that. I decided to be crazy and turn all my other mods back on because I wanted to see. Now you probably shouldn't do this. This is probably I would not be surprised if I crash Whiterun right here, but I really just wanted to see what would happen. So I'm going to show you what I have turned on. Some of these are probably fine, but there's one in particular I think is probably not good. But I turned my cherry blossoms back on. I turned the dense forest back on. Divine forest, I turned that on. Now this is the one that's probably the most troublesome. I turned on the autumn of Whiterun, and I still left Whiterun, a city full of life on. I wanted to see what the effect would be. Now this may cause issues and troubles, and I may crash before we even get down the stairs. If I do, it's on me. I just wanted to try it. But if you'll notice, Whiterun is full full of trees and stuff. You can't hardly see. Like, I'm up here. Look around here. More like a forest town now. You could do away with the lanterns. There's a no lanterns version of the autumn of Whiterun. But dude, I'm not trying to talk to you. Move on. These people, they're always interrupting me when I'm trying to work here. Look at that skeleton under there. Anyway, look at this. We are more like a forest town now, with all the trees and stuff. Now, I'm going to try it for a little while. This may end up breaking. Like I said, Whiterun might crash. It may be too much. But both mods, or all these mods, are pretty small. And it really does add a lot to it. Look, it's really cool. It really makes the Gildergleam stand out in the fact that it's not... It's dead, or it looks dead.
Today, they take away your faith. But what of tomorrow?
But see?
What then? Do the elves take your homes? Your businesses? Your children? Your
very lives? Hey, did we miss a bandit? Oh, we did, a bandit chief. That's what that was about earlier. They must have spawned in some bandits. I see the townspeople made quick work of them. Yeah, it's the Genesis mod. It is. It's the Genesis mods. I'm using them to make Crom's game more fun while we play, but it is disrupting the it is disrupting our shows a little bit. So I will do away with this later. But wow, this is pretty cool. This is a lot of trees, though. This is a lot of trees for Whiterun. Look at all this. It's great, though. I mean, it adds. It makes Whiterun something totally different. And it depends on what you like. Oh, I wish that body wasn't there. I would take a cool picture, but with the bodies laying around, you know, the bodies kind of spoil your picture taking. Yes. See, we got all the chickens. Chicken, 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 chicken. Oh yeah, look how this is like a forest. It's not just one tree, it's groups of trees. It borders on too much. Depends on what you like. But this is just a little special addendum showing you with all this craziness turned on. Now, again, it might be too much, okay? It might. I know it's not giving me any issue now, but that doesn't mean that this is a smart idea. It's just an idea I wanted to try. And I'm just crazy enough to do it, figuring that it might waste a few minutes if it crashes. But if it works, woo, you know? So, oh, they put a porch over here. Why did they put a porch over here? That's part of this city full of life thing. They put a porch there, and I have a lamp there. So there's going to be, this looks like an area where there's a little too much editing going on, and my box is there, but I can still get into it, I bet. Let's see. Yep. So anyway, so they did perhaps edit a little too much in this area, but overall, I like the effect of all the trees and stuff. I still got a cow up in my tower, I bet. Yeah, see that cow up there? So sad. Anyway, alright, so that was just an addendum. I wanted to show you Whiterun with all these mods enabled, with all the craziness. It is more than I would recommend. Okay, it is. But at the same time, it's fun to try these things and just see what we get. And if you use all of those mods together, and I will show you these again, even though it's nothing special. I mean, anybody can sit down and do this. I mean, but and again, it could cause you to have crashes in Whiterun because it's a lot. Okay, it's a lot of stuff in a small area, but it's all it's all pretty lightweight stuff. None of these mods are big heavy mods, and most of it is using vanilla assets. This coloring, this retexture is probably the heaviest part of it. This just adds some vanilla trees. This actually retextures. This, all does this do? This does some other things too. So anyway, so 1, 2, 3, 4. So these 4 mods combined up with, and now the Autumn of Whiterun, you can get the version without the lanterns, and that would help you a little bit. Now, I might do that, but I liked the lanterns. I was going to leave them, but maybe I'll switch. But Whiterun, a city full of life. There you go. With all those mods turned on, it does work for me right now. Will this be epically smooth for hours of gameplay? I do not know. We will have to try it and see. Okay. So let's see. Can we get? Let's turn Vera around and let's get a shot of her there, like that. Just humor me. Okay. So that is my addendum to Whiterun, a city full of life. And with all those mods added, it's just for fun. I thought you might be interested in seeing that. It's kind of crazy though, and I'm not going to recommend that you do that because that is a lot of stuff. But if, like me, you do it and you try it and it works for you, great. But you know, like I say, that's a lot, and having all these edits in one place. What really concerns me is the Autumn of Whiterun combined with Whiterun, a city full of life. If there's some edits here that I'm not seeing, or that just aren't crashing me yet, they may crash me later. So, you know, I may pay the price later. I'm going to try it for a while though. So give it a whirl if you want. And again, Whiterun, a city full of life is a fun mod anyway. It's pretty cool. So, all right. Again, thank you for watching. Sorry I had to make this addendum, and I probably made it too long, but thanks for watching anyway, and I will catch you later.